Also, okay, so, also good anything else.
6, 7. And we end up not holding on to each other, able to start some footwork. I'm not going to rush in and pick her up in this situation. I'm actually going to let her dance a little bit on her own. I'm going to dance a little bit on my own. When we're comfortable, I'm going to go back in and pick her up. Some people are less comfortable than others. Leaders, it's up to you to gauge how comfortable your partner is with not being in closed position. If your partner is sitting there and some sort of scared look in her face, like, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up, go pick her up immediately. Don't sit there in open position and do all fancy footwork. Immediately we'll get her. If she looks comfortable and she's having a good time, let her shine. Let's walk through how we get into this position. You're just going to lead an open break on count 1, 1. Replace your weight on count 2, 2. Now fancy handwork coming. Look at how I flip my palm facing into her palm, my fingers facing into her hand on count 3. By count 3, I've got some connection there. My hand is into her hand is into mine, and I'm ready to lead her into a turn without actually holding her hand through it. Let's give it a try. Up to count 3. I lead 1, 2, I reverse my hand direction so my fingers are pointing into her palm, count 3. Weight on my left foot, toe pointing outward. Followers, weight on your right foot, toe pointing outward. We're both ready to do a turn. Followers, you're going to do the same turn, left foot over the right foot. Leaders, you're going to do a slightly different thing than you learned before, but it's going to be very similar. Take a look. We're just going to flare outwards. Bam, I lead her. 5, 6, 7. And we end up in open position. So let's walk through that footwork. For the followers, it's the same exact turn, led a little bit differently. Now let's get up to count 3. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 1, 2, flip the hand. Leaders, you're halfway there. By flipping the hand, pointing your fingers into her palm, you've almost made it. Now, what you got to do is lead her to turn. It's not enough just to flip the hand. You've got to flip your fingers, lead her downwards to your left. So it's going to be downwards to your left, leaders. That starts her turn. Make sure she starts first and then follow. 5, 6, 7. Piece of cake. All right, let's walk through it. See what happens. Ready, in. 1, 2, 3, both of you turn. 5, 6, 7. Now from here, let's dance a basic step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, stop. Now from here, well, I don't know if I'm going to tell you what to do actually. I think this is test time. In other words, we just learned a variety of footwork. Now we're going to bring it back. I'm going to ask you to use some of that footwork in real time. And here's what we mean. Take a look at us. We just do unscripted, unchoreographed footwork, but we know we can't pick each other up for at least 24 beats of music. That's me counting 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 3 times without picking her up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now I gotta dance. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. But now I can go forward. 1, 2, 3. She noticed me coming. 5, 6, 7. Notice how we just improvisation. We use some of that footwork, and when we let each other go, bam, we're immediately into that footwork. We're feeling the music, and we're just having fun with the dance. So let's try that one more time from this angle. We're gonna let go of each other. 24 counts. I want you to try it at home. Don't pick each other up. Dance. Dance to the music. We're gonna give you the music in 1 second, but for now, count out with me. No picking her up. Ready, in. 1, 2, 3. Both of you turn. 5, 6, 7. Now footwork. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Footwork. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Footwork. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Go get her. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Stop. Look at how that works. That's the way shines is incorporated in the salsa dance. Anytime, you can always let go and shine. But it depends on your partner, leader, so pay attention. Always pay attention to the wants and needs of your partner, the person you're dancing with at that time. Let's give it a try to the music. All right, so we're ready to do it. We're going to do a cross-body lead into that flare pattern where we let go. And Now we've got 24 beats where you're not going to pick each other up and we're just going to dance. This is kind of tough stuff. If you get that deer in the headlights look, you freeze up, just catch up. Don't worry, it happens all the time. Let's give it a try. 5, 6, cross body lead. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Pick her up. 5, 6, 2, 3. Cross body into the square. 5. 1, 2, flip the hand, turn. 1, 2, 3. 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. You're looking good. Let's give it one more try. This time, let's actually go for more counts. 32 counts to music before you pick each other up. Now remember, you can be creative. Don't limit yourself to the stuff we've taught. We're going to teach you more in future videos, but for now, express yourself the way you hear the music. 1, 2, 3, cross body lead. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And there it is.
There we go.
All right. Now, we're really progressing as dancers. We're covering a lot of patterns. We're covering a lot of footwork. But there's one ingredient that's probably the single most important ingredient in salsa dance. There is nothing more important. We're going to cover the 3 most important topics next. But really, the most important thing is connection. And that is connection between you and your partner. And the way connection works is there will be an ebb and a flow. You'll be breaking away from each other and coming back together with each other, but always a tension between the two of you. The farther you break apart while you're holding each other, the more that tension increases. And as you come together, it flows away. And as you break apart, it increases again. And the number one way to probably explain this kind of theory, which is hard, is with the use of a rubber band. So, very briefly, take a look. If you and your partner are holding a rubber band between you two, and you both lean back away, leaving your fingers in place, the rubber band gets more taut. There's kind of more tension in there. You lean back more, even more taut. When you come together, it slightly lets up. And if you come together too much, there's no tension in it whatsoever. No more tension in the rubber band. As leaders and followers, you want a light bit of tension all the time while you dance. So there's always that little bit of tautness, two energies pulling away from each other. As you get farther and farther away, that energy increases, just like it would if you were pulling away a rubber band. When you come back together, you never come back so much that your arms, or in this case the rubber band, loses tension. You always have a little bit of connection with each other. So now we're going to get rid of the rubber band. We're going to substitute our hands to show you how connection works. So, getting rid of the rubber band, we're going to use our hands. Leaders, palms up. Followers, palms down. Leaders, curl your fingertips. Followers, curl your fingertips. Leaders, make sure your elbows, and followers, your elbows are slightly in front of you, and you've got some tautness in your arms. Now, you're going to lean away from each other, but don't let yourself go to full extension. You're going to want to keep that tension in your arms. The more you lean away from each other, the more tension there is, the more tautness there is. If you come back together, you only come back together to a point where you can still feel each other's fingertips. For this to work, you actually have to have some strength, some connection going through your arms. Remember, when you lead and follow, people are trying to communicate with your feet as well as your arms. Most of the time, especially leaders trying to tell the follower what to do, they're trying to tell the follower how to move her feet by communicating through our arms. So you've got to have that tension in your arms always in order to kind of know what to do. Now, the number one move that kind of demonstrates this connection is the open break. When you break away from each other in an open break, you're sending your partner away from you. And when you send your partner away from you, what happens? The tension in your fingertips increase. The tension in your fingertips increase. Now, our arms don't fly in towards each other. We're keeping our arms at more or less the same distance, but the tension between us increases. And why does it increase? Because the follower is trying to match whatever energy I give to her back to me. Let me repeat that. The follower is trying to match my energy, not overpower it, not underpower it. Whatever I give to her, she's giving back to me. Now, when we come back together, the tension decreases, but it's still there. It's still there. And as I would move my hand up, if I was giving a return, once again, we compress now, and we feel each other. This idea of connection, this constant ebb and flow, when we break away, the connection increases. When we come together, the connection reattaches into our hands. That is the epitome of what an advanced dancer is. It's not about flashy moves. It's about your connection to your partner. So we're going to use this concept, and I'm going to kind of segue this into the 3 most important things about social and partner dancing. And this all applies to salsa. All right. Now here's where we really get behind the scenes. And what I'm going to impart to you now is probably one of the most important concepts that you can get out of this video. And that is, there are 3 things of major importance in any partner dance, in any social dance. And you kind of got to, obey them in order and think about them in a certain order. So let's talk about the 3 most important concepts behind salsa dancing and social dancing in general. Number 1, your partner. This is a partner dance, and you want to focus on your partner. They are your world. There is nothing more important than the safety of your partner, the grace of your partner, and how well you lead and or follow your partner. Everything is focused on them. Now is not the time to gaze yourself around the room trying to find who you're going to dance with next. When you're dancing with somebody, your attention is focused on them. Number 2, well, this goes without saying, it's the music. If we're not here to enjoy the music, there's not much point in dancing. So connect to that music. As you listen to more and more salsa music, you're going to learn the way it flows, and all music follows a certain kind of rhythmic pattern. You're going to learn all those things over time. And you always want to make sure when you dance, pay attention to what you're dancing to. This music is so moving, and it's so much fun, that it's a shame sometimes we gloss right over the fact that all these complicated patterns and things that we're doing actually take place to music, and great music. So number 2 is to pay attention to that music. Number 3 is what we briefly just spoke about. It is connecting with your partner. If your partner is the most important thing in the dance, it's not enough just to gaze at them adoringly. You must actually connect with your hands, with your arms, and with your chest, making sure you're always aligned with each other. You must have connection with your partner. And that's what we tried to illustrate with the entire rubber band technique. Now, in later videos, we're even going to go more in depth, because connection is a topic that can be expanded on in and of itself. It is so important, and it's what kind of makes the entire experience so much fun. When you start understanding the concept of connecting to your partner and the ebb and flow of the dance, and how you can really just dance the basic step all night long, but have such a connection to your partner and to the music that it just flows beautifully. So we're going to talk about all those 3 things more. You're going to get sick of hearing me talk about it, but for now, I've given you the 3 most important concepts. Take them to heart. All right, it's time to teach a second very common way to lead the ladies' right turn, or outside turn. So this is another way to lead the exact same turn. And as you'll see, we'll cover a few different ways to lead the exact same thing. Let's take a look at this leading process. From open position, you do an open break. You step 1, 2, 3. On count 3, I point my right hand, palm facing away, thumb pointing down, fingers pointing to the left. Ladies, when you see that hand, you place your right hand directly into his hand. Leaders, let go with the left. And on count 5, 6, 7, you're going to turn her. 5, 6, 7. Connect again. So let's take a look at that. Up to count 3. On count 3, leaders, show your palm, fingers pointing in the direction you want the lady to turn. Ladies, take it. When do you show the palm? By 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Show the hand. Now, leaders, you're going to turn around all the way. Just a regular outside turn, leading it with your right hand this time. 5, 6, 7. Let's try it. Ready in. 1, 2, 3. Show the hand. 5, 6, 7. Now, let's add it into a pattern where we use the inside turn also. Take a look. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I connect with my left hand, but look. My palm is pointing down. A different way to connect. Fingertip to fingertip. I do an open break. 1. Now I'm leading the inside turn and footwork. 2. I let go with my right hand. 3. And that's the way it works. Now we're going to add on to that just a little bit. Take a look. We're going to go like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Connect. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Bam. Look at that. It was a hand pop. And we're going to show you what that looks like from this angle. When I come around and I see the hand, I pop it on count 6, 7. The hand travels in front of me, behind, and goes to my waiting right hand. My waiting right hand. So let's actually take a look. From the inside turn, I lead her 1, 2, 3. Hand comes down. 5, 6, 7.
There you go.
Her face, as long as she's paying attention, she'll see it. And if
there you
she's
go.
looking around and you put that hand up, she's never going to know to put her hand up. Just another example of how you always want to be paying attention to where those leaders' hands are. All right, let's give it a try from the beginning. It's going to look like this. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. Outside turn. Get the other hand inside turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, pop, 7, open, 1, 2, 3, hand facing away, give it a turn, 5, 6, 7. Piece of cake, huh? From here, we're just going to go to leader's hairbrush, end it very simply. Basic step, leader's hand over the head on what count? 5, 6, 7. Bring it on over, 5, 6, 7. Pick her up, 1, 2.
There you go. There you go.
Ready to go.
There you go. There you go. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's on. To the music. Now this is tough. A lot of stuff going on, all sorts of fast stuff. Take your time. It'll all come through in the end. Let's try it. 5, 6, 5, 6. Basic step. 1, 2, 3. Cross body side. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Change. We're going to see how this looks from the footwork perspective. 5, 6, 7. Basic step, cross body inside. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Cross body. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Basic step, last time. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Quick, slow. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Congratulations on making it through Salsa Crazy's Learn to Salsa Dance video series. This is the end of Volume 3 and it completes our entire beginning series. Once again, congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. This video especially contains a lot of difficult turn patterns and difficult concepts to grasp. So take your time, relax with it, practice, and it'll all become rote after a matter of time. What you want to make sure is when you go out dancing, keep it crazy. We'll see you in Intermediate Volume 1. There we go. Here we go. Welcome back to Salsa Crazy's Learn to Salsa Dance video series, Volume 3, Etiquette. This is where we're going to cover the final pieces of beginner's etiquette before we move on to intermediate dancers. And here's what I want everyone to think about. A word called floor craft. A word called floor craft. And this is the ability to work your way around a dance floor without interfering with anybody else, without bumping anyone else, maneuvering you and your partner always safely around all the other dancers. Now, floor craft is a skill like any other. You've got to kind of work on it. What you want to make sure is in Volume 1, we already covered the importance of small steps. You know, if you're taking very large steps and you're flinging your arms around, chances are you're going to step on somebody or hit somebody. That's always going to happen. So we've already kind of reined ourselves in. But the idea of floor craft is you can do any pattern you want. You can dance any way you want, as long as you keep it tight, compact, and in control all the time. Now that's easier said than done, especially with all the complicated stuff that we've already been working on through this entire video. So I always want floor craft to be on the top of your mind. It's how am I interacting with the other dancers on the dance floor? You want to make sure that you are always in control. You're always taking a moderate amount of space, but never too much space. And you want to make sure that the entire arrangement works comfortably for everyone. Whose responsibility is it? The leaders, the followers. Floor craft, a lot of time is led by the leader. If the leader leads the follower somewhere, she usually goes. If the leader isn't paying attention, leads her into somebody else. Whose fault is that? Well, that's clearly the leader's fault. Now, in truth, both parties actually bear a certain responsibility in floorcraft. Ladies shouldn't be taking huge steps if they're not led, especially when there's a lot of couples around the dance floor. Leaders, you should not be flinging your partner here nor there, trying to clear room so you can dance with more space around you. You need to make sure floorcraft is always on the top of your mind. Grace, speed, agility, always in control. These are the marks of a true intermediate dancer. So you're going to want to take these things to heart as we move on to a little more etiquette for Volume 3. And let's continue our discussion of etiquette, talking about a few more tips for social dancing. First one is going to apply mainly to the leaders, and that's what I'm going to call strong arming. Strong arming is when you're dragging your follower around the floor regardless of their ability. So let's talk about what makes an intermediate dancer. This being the final series in the beginning set of videos, we really need to understand what makes an intermediate dancer. An intermediate dancer is defined not by the number of patterns that they know. It is defined by the quality of their leading and the quality of their following. If you are dragging a partner around the floor, strong-arming them, utilizing too much energy to make them do what you're asking them to do, we're going to call that strong-arming. And that is never going to work on the dance floor. The mark of an intermediate dancer is using the minimal amount of pressure to get the job done. It's two energies meeting, using the minimal amount of pressure so you can both feel each other and become one, ideally, on the dance floor. This is tough stuff, but as a concept, I want you to understand that while I always stress that you've got to lead, leaders, you've got to lead, followers, you've got to only follow. When I say lead, I want to make sure that you're actually doing the lead, but that doesn't mean strong-arming it. That doesn't mean utilizing too much energy to make the effects happen. Especially, pay close attention to this. Leaders and followers should be matching each other's ability. This is a social dance. You're going to dance with so many people. And whenever you dance with someone new, they're going to have different and new abilities. Your job as a leader, as a quality intermediate leader, is to gauge your skills with the skills of your follower, meaning you adjust your level of dancing to the level of dancing of your follower. Followers, likewise, you're going to want to adjust your skill level to the skill level of the leader. The leader's only leading single turns. Don't throw yourself into doubles or triples, even if it amazes them at first. You're going to want to make sure to just follow the leader. Match the skills and abilities. This is what separates an intermediate dancer, even an advanced dancer, apart from a beginning dancer. Take it to heart. All right, let's cover our final piece of etiquette now for Volume 3. This is the final piece of etiquette that'll get you to the intermediate series. And that's simply to look at ease.